The sky over Earth was quiet, almost peaceful, until the first shadow appeared. From the dark stretches of space, a shape loomed larger than any city, larger than any mountain. At first, people thought it was a trick of the sun on the clouds. Then the reports came, satellites, telescopes, radar, all confirming the impossible. A massive ship had appeared in Earth's orbit. It was not a probe, not a scout, but a warship. Its surface gleamed with metal that shimmered like liquid silver, and its edges were sharp, angular, and cruel. The craft blocked the stars as it drifted silently, an enormous presence hanging above the planet. From the International Space Defense Headquarters in Geneva, Commander Elena Torres stared at the live feed. Her heart raced, but she kept her voice steady. "Report," she demanded. A young officer swiveled in his chair, eyes wide. "Ma'am, the ship, it's enormous. Sensors are picking up energy readings beyond anything we have seen. Its mass alone could alter Earth's orbit if it moves too close." Elena clenched her jaw. "It's here." "That's enough for now. Notify the leaders. Begin all readiness protocols. We don't know why it's here yet." Within hours, the world knew. News channels went from weather and stock reports to constant coverage of the alien ship hovering silently above the planet. Governments declared emergencies, militaries scrambled, and ordinary people looked to the sky with fear. On the command deck of the warship, a tall figure moved slowly. Admiral Sci-Fi, leader of the Empire, studied Earth's surface through advanced sensors. "Such a small, fragile planet," he said in a voice that vibrated through the room, deep and resonant. "And yet it shows no fear. Primitive creatures. They will surrender quickly." Beside him, his second-in-command, a creature with 4 arms and a segmented head, nodded. "Yes, Admiral. Shall we send the demand for surrender?" Scythar's eyes narrowed. Of course. They will see the Empire's power and kneel. But what he did not expect was humanity's response. In New York, London, Beijing, and Delhi, global leaders held a summit via secure channels. Elena Torres, though only a commander, had been invited to speak. She stood straight, looking into the camera, aware millions of humans were listening. "This is unprecedented," she said. "We are facing an alien force far beyond our military capability. But Earth is united. We will not surrender without understanding why they have come." A diplomat from the United Nations, anxious, whispered, "Commander Torres, they are bigger, stronger, more advanced. How can we even stand against them?" Elena's gaze did not waver. "By using what they cannot predict. By being human." Meanwhile, Dr. Arjun Malik, a renowned astrophysicist, studied the alien vessel's energy patterns. His team had been working for weeks, theorizing about alien civilizations, but nothing prepared them for this. "They're not just observing," Arjun said. "Their sensors are scanning every city, every satellite. But notice this, they're assuming we will panic, that we'll give up. That's their mistake." Elena leaned over his console. "You think we can turn this around?" Arjun smiled faintly. "Not with weapons, but with our minds. Humans have something no one else does, the ability to surprise." Hours after the Empire arrived, the first official communication came. A cold, resonant voice echoed in all languages simultaneously, thanks to their universal translator. "People of Earth, you are insignificant. Surrender your leaders, your resources, and your military. Obey the Empire or you will be destroyed." Panic spread. Stock markets crashed. Governments froze. But amidst the chaos, Elena made her decision. Humanity would not bow. She called a meeting of Earth's representatives in a secure channel. "We cannot fight them directly," she said, "but we can do something no one else has done before. We can defy them with courage and strategy. I propose a challenge, a singular ultimatum. We tell them, prove your worth or leave." The room was silent. A Russian ambassador finally spoke. "Are you serious? That is insanity." Elena held her ground. "Yes, insanity is what they expect. Humanity can survive because we do not follow the predictable path. We act, we adapt, we innovate. We must show them that even small, fragile creatures can be formidable." The diplomats murmured among themselves. Some argued, some feared, some were inspired. In the end, the decision was unanimous. Humanity would speak boldly. When Elena transmitted the ultimatum, she felt the weight of the planet on her shoulders. To the Empire, she said, "We will not surrender. We are human, but we offer this. Test us. Challenge us. If you are as powerful as you claim, prove it. But know this, we will not bow." Silence followed. For the first time, the Empire hesitated. Admiral Zythar stared at the response. No species had ever dared answer him this way. The arrogance or courage of humans intrigued him. They speak of challenge, he said, his voice low. Curious. They are weak, yes, but bold. His second-in-command frowned. Should we attack? Zythar shook his head. No, let us observe. Let us see what they are capable of. If they fail, they will die anyway. Back on Earth, Elena and her team began preparations. They could not fight the Empire with weapons, but they could demonstrate human intelligence, resilience, and unity. They planned simulations, emergency drills, and clever tactics that used what humans had: creativity and unpredictability. Dr. Malik explained to Elena, they calculate power as strength and technology. They will never expect strategy, intuition, or improvisation. That is our advantage, Elena nodded. Then we show them. Humanity is not just survival. We are invention, adaptation, and courage. Across the globe, people looked at the sky and whispered to themselves, the Empire is here. And yet, we will not bow. The first test would soon come. The Empire, intrigued by the ultimatum, had agreed to observe Earth's response. They would create challenges not necessarily lethal, but designed to humiliate and dominate. Humanity had to pass them all. Elena walked to the observation deck of the headquarters, staring at the alien warship. It hung like a silent mountain in the sky. She felt fear, yes, but also resolve. Humanity's future rested on their courage, intelligence, and unity. This is it, she murmured. This is our chance to show what it means to be human. And far above, Admiral Zythar watched. A flicker of unease passed through him, though he would never admit it. The humans were unpredictable. They were interesting, perhaps dangerous. The Empire's gaze had settled on Earth, but for the first time in its history it had not met submission. It had met defiance, and Earth, fragile as it seemed, was ready to prove that defiance could be its greatest weapon. The sun rose over Earth, shining on a planet still trembling from the arrival of the Empire. The massive alien warship floated silently in orbit, casting a shadow that stretched across continents. People below stared at the sky, unsure whether to fear or hope. Commander Elena Torres stood at the Earth Defense Headquarters, her gaze fixed on the massive screens showing the Empire's ship. The ultimatum had been delivered, and now the waiting had begun. They're watching, Dr. Arjun Malik said softly beside her. Every move we make, every decision. They're analyzing us, Elena nodded. Good, let them watch. They will see what humans are capable of. The first challenge came without warning. The Empire had created a simulated asteroid field in orbit near the moon. Their test was clear. Navigate it successfully using only Earth technology and ingenuity. Failure would be catastrophic. Commander, we don't have the ships or weapons to match their technology, a young pilot said nervously. How can we survive? Elena smiled faintly. We don't have to match them. We have to be clever. Using a combination of modified satellites, small space shuttles, and remote-controlled drones, humans planned their route through the asteroid field. Every movement was calculated but not predicted. Small teams on Earth coordinated in real time, using intuition and teamwork rather than raw firepower. When the simulation began, humans maneuvered their ships with skill and precision. The Empire watched in silence, analyzing the seemingly simple vessels as they dodged massive asteroids. The aliens had expected chaos, panic, and failure, but humans moved with calm, strange coordination. Interesting, Admiral Zythar muttered, leaning over the display. They adapt. They improvise. Primitive, yes, but adaptive. The first test ended with success. Humans had proven they could think and act in ways the Empire could not fully predict. But the challenges were only beginning. The second test came in the form of a natural disaster. The Empire manipulated weather satellites to create a storm over a major city. The humans had to prevent mass destruction while showing intelligence and resilience. Elena coordinated with emergency teams worldwide. Using drones, AI-controlled machines, and local knowledge, humans evacuated millions efficiently, strengthened flood barriers, and rerouted power lines. Every action was a blend of science, intuition, and teamwork. When the storm subsided, the damage was minimal. The Empire watched in disbelief. They think in ways we cannot, Zythar said. They are unpredictable. On Earth, people cheered quietly, aware of the alien eyes observing their every move. Humanity had survived, but the real test was yet to come. The final challenge was a strategic simulation, a test of leadership, ethics, and decision-making. The Empire presented a scenario: a planet in conflict, resources scarce, and two factions in danger of annihilation. Humans had to choose how to intervene without causing unnecessary harm. Dr. Malik advised carefully. This is not just about tactics. It's about judgment, morality, and creativity. Show them that humans are more than machines of war. Elena nodded. We will. Humans devised a plan that relied on negotiation, careful deployment of non-lethal technology, and clever resource management. They prevented the conflict, saved lives, and preserved stability, all without violence. The Empire observed, silent and uneasy. Never before had they seen such cunning, such careful balance of strength and wisdom. The humans had proven a remarkable principle. Survival was not only about power. It was about intelligence, cooperation, and moral judgment. Admiral Zethar finally stood in his command chamber, contemplating. They are not like other civilizations we have conquered. They are different, dangerous, perhaps even superior in ways we cannot calculate. His second-in-command frowned. They are still fragile. They cannot defeat us in battle. No, Zethar admitted quietly. But they have something we do not. They have unpredictability, courage, creativity, and they are united. Back on Earth, Elena addressed her team. This is our moment. We have shown the Empire what humans can do. We have proven that strength is not only weapons. It is courage, intelligence, and unity. Remember this. We are human, and we are capable of more than any enemy imagines. The Empire decided not to attack. Instead, they withdrew slightly, signaling recognition of Earth's unique strength. A message was transmitted. Humans, you have survived our tests. You have demonstrated qualities unusual for your species. We will observe and we will respect your planet for now, but remain prepared. The galaxy watches. Relief swept across the world. People celebrated quietly, aware that humanity had passed the ultimate test without firing a single shot in anger. Courage, intellect, and cooperation had been the weapons that saved Earth. Elena stood at the observation deck looking at the alien warship retreating into the void. She felt pride but also caution. We have won this round, she said softly, but the galaxy is bigger than we imagined, and they will be back. We must be ready. Dr. Malik joined her, smiling. They have learned something too, that humans are not easy to predict, that we adapt, think, and survive in ways even the strongest cannot foresee. Yes, Elena replied. That is our greatest strength, and it will carry us far. From orbit, Admiral Zethar watched the blue planet shrink in his view. For the first time in centuries, he felt uncertainty. Humans had survived because they were unpredictable, intelligent, and brave. He muttered under his breath, almost to himself. Never again. Underestimate them. Across Earth, people returned to their daily lives. Schools, factories, hospitals, and homes resumed activity, but the sense of unity remained. Humanity had faced a force beyond imagination and had stood strong, not through weapons but through the power of human spirit. In the months that followed, the world worked together like never before. New technology was shared openly. Cooperation between nations increased. Scientists, engineers, and leaders collaborated to prepare for a future where other civilizations might come. Elena and Dr. Malik traveled to space observatories, checking sensors constantly. Humanity had learned that survival was not guaranteed, but courage, intelligence, and adaptability could create a future worth protecting. One evening, Elena looked at the stars. She imagined the Empire out there observing, calculating, and realizing that humans were a force unlike any other, and she smiled. Let them watch, she whispered. We will be ready. We will survive, and we will grow stronger. The galaxy had witnessed humanity's stand. A fragile planet, small and underestimated, had shown that courage and intelligence could match the mightiest empires. Humans had not bowed. They had not fled. They had risen, and for the first time the stars seemed a little closer, the future a little brighter. Humanity had taken its place, not as prey, but as a species to be reckoned with. From the quiet of the observation deck to the streets of every city, people felt it, a sense of pride, resilience, and unity. They had proven that even the smallest, most fragile species could survive against impossible odds. The Empire had left, but their eyes remained on Earth. Humanity knew the galaxy was vast, full of challenges and unknown threats. But one thing was certain: humanity would never bow again. They were unpredictable. They were intelligent. They were brave, and that made all the difference.